Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, good
Good
morning.
morning. How are
Good
you?
morning, everyone.
Hi, Kamala.
Good to talk to you, and happy Election Day.
Happy
Yeah.
Election
Good.
Day. We are super duper excited, and we appreciate you coming on to the Lick Morning Show on Hits 92.3 to speak with us.
Well, I am so happy to be with you on Hits 92.3.
Yay! All right, so we know we can't take up a lot of your time, so we'll just try to make it real brief because we know our vice president is very, very busy today.
Very busy, baby.
Kamala, this is Pretty Boy Swap with the Hits 92.3 Lick Morning Show. Good morning. So I just want to know, how do you feel regarding this entire Georgia runoff? What are your thoughts on today's runoff election?
It is so critical. That's why I've been in Georgia a few times now, and most recently just on Sunday, because this election is going to truly, in so many ways, determine the future of our country. These two seats that John Ossoff and Raphael Warnock are running to fill are seats that are going to make all the difference when it comes to, for example, whether or not we can pass the John Lewis Voting Rights Act. Right. The last time I saw now, a great ancestor, one of the greatest American heroes, John Lewis, was right before the COVID hit, when we walked across the Edmund Pettus Bridge together, where he and so many others shed their blood for our right to vote. And so this election today, that ends at 7 o'clock tonight, is about honoring those folks like John Lewis, but also knowing that if we elect Warnock and Ossoff, we are more likely to be able to pass the John Lewis Voting Rights Act, which makes all the difference in terms of whether, in particular, black and brown people are protected in terms of their right to vote and access to voting. You look at issues like health care, Medicaid expansion. We're in the midst of a public health crisis where black folks are 2 to 3 times more likely to contract the disease and die from it. And we need to have elected leaders like Ossoff, like Warnock, who say that access to health care should be a right and not just a privilege of the people who can afford it. Look at what's happening in Georgia, where 1 in 7 families is describing hunger in their household. 1 in 6 families describing an inability to pay rent. 1 in 4 small businesses about to be out of business or is closed. And John and Raphael are talking about what we need to do to get everybody a $2,000 check, because they know that folks are hurting right now and need support from their government, need leaders who understand the suffering and care and have compassion and think of the least of these. And these are the things that are at stake right now. That's why I've spent so much time in Georgia. So many others have come to Georgia because it is in the hands of the people of this beautiful peach state of Georgia. It is in your hands to do what you did for Joe Biden in November. And so I'm asking you to do it again.
For people that aren't really into voting, like, we know we can't really talk much about the Trump phone call, so we won't get into that. But of the things that we're hearing on the news, how much is true, how much is not? Like, what are your thoughts on all of this?
Well, let me just say this. We always should sit back and ask, why are so many powerful people trying to make it so difficult for us to vote?
Right.
Folks in Georgia know that. I mean, we would be talking about Governor Stacey Abrams if that weren't the case.
That part.
Right? We look at the fact that the people who didn't like the outcome of November's election sued 6 times in Georgia to invalidate your votes.
Right.
And they lost. But one must ask, why are powerful people, such powerful people, trying to make it difficult, confusing, or to silence your voice? Right. And the answer is because they know your power. They know our power. They know when we vote, things change. They know when we vote, we win. So let's not let anybody silence us. Let's not let them convince us of what they are trying to convince us of, which is that our votes don't matter. They do matter.
Absolutely.
And again, look at what everybody did in November. And listen, I know everybody's got a lot on their plate right now. These are hard times. These are hard times. And so it's asking of people to sacrifice some time, precious time that is precious to them and their families to stand in line and to vote. But it really does matter, and it will impact you and your families for years to come, the outcome of this election.
Absolutely. All right, we thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us, Kamala.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all this morning, and have a good day. And it's election day. Go to iwillvote.com to figure out where you can vote. But you got until 7 p.m. this evening.
Yes,
Yes.
and I've already voted.
Look, I need one more thing from you right before you get out of here, though.
Uh-huh.
I need you to say your name. I need you to say that you are on the Lick Morning Show on Hits 92.3.
I am Kamala Harris. I am about to be sworn in as the Vice President of the United States, and I am so happy to be on Hits 92.3.
Yes.
Thank you so
We
much.
Thank
love
you,
you here.
Kamala.
You have a great morning.
Congratulations.
You all.
Take
Thank
care.
you
Bye-bye.
so much. Have a wonderful day. Thank
You too.
Bye-bye.
All right, that was Kamala Harris, our VP-elect in the United States of America. And I know a lot of you had a lot of questions that y'all wanted to ask her, but we really wanted to focus more on getting people out to go and vote versus all of the drama surrounding. We wasn't going to waste our 5 minutes on the drama and not getting people encouraged to go vote. So,
Exactly.
yeah, that's what the focus was. So shout out to Jeremy who put all of this together. He is on the campaign, on the team with for Kamala Harris, and we've been collaborating the last few days. And I know the communication between the two of us and the time difference and all of that. So shout out to Jeremy for making all of this happen.
Yay, Jeremy.
Okay,
Yeah.
Jeremy.
That was historic. That really was.
Like,
I got people was texting me ask this, ask that. It's so many questions I wanted to ask y'all, but we literally only had 5 minutes, and she actually went over a little bit, so I didn't want her to just hang up. Look, I gotta go. Y'all trying to take all my time.
So I can listen to her all day long.
Right.
Yeah.
She really knew what she was talking about. She made you really listen and think about
The
it.
passion in her
Yeah,
voice.
you can hear the
Right.
passion
in
it,
her
too.
throat.
Her throat, baby. Exactly. So make sure,
Oh,
y'all,
baby.
please make sure
Right.
y'all go out and vote. If y'all have anything that y'all want to say as far as the interview goes, send it. Put it in the message. We're on Facebook Live on Kelz Lick Show. We're also on all of our individual Instagram pages. So if you had a question or a comment or anything, when we come back, we can talk about it. So we'll be right back. Lick Morning Show.
It's 92.3.